All right, video
it's
is
gonna mess
rolling.
with. It's gonna mess with all of your nerve endings.
Oh, we should smoke a cigarette. Okay, let's just try to get through this. I don't want this to
Do
be
you have your
miserable
brain
for us,
juice?
though. You know what?
Yeah.
But cigarettes are different for me. Like
Yeah.
cigarettes are different. I don't want to. I don't want it to be a lot of like, of okay, let's just try to get through this. You know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like to some degree, we're like this is a movement. It's not going to be joyous for us. We're going to be anxious. And
we
like,
can get to the joyous, and we need to figure out how to put the joy in. Because what the fuck are we doing with a playbook without play? Part of it is like recognizing
I don't
where
consider fundraising like to be something that we play with, but
no, but we
you
can.
know what I mean.
We can make things like challenges of hey, you do $1, you do $1. We can have
Oh,
JFA
that's
with
what
camaraderie.
you mean. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant like don't forget to go to the pool today, or like I don't know why
Yeah.
I thought you meant that.
No.
Or if you had
No,
to go.
in an ideal world, I would help design an app that was like Pokemon Go, but with mutual aid. So you'd like, you could go collect points by spending 2 hours at the community garden.
Yeah, I don't know. Most people don't see take fundraising as seriously as I do, but like, yeah, no, the people in the group like they're all comrades to me. Don't get me wrong, and they would help me with stuff like that. But they don't trust me like they trust you. They came here for you.
You see, my mind, I am so afraid to live.
To what?
I don't see my. I've battled so much all summer long with people accusing me of bullshit and all of that I'm still don't feel like anyone trusts me. I feel like I'm very much on like proving grounds that they're all here to see a show.
Those guys trust you. Those guys trust you.
From my angle,
they aren't going to give anybody else money but you. Like when it comes to funding HQ, they're only going to give it to you. Until they know me better. But like as far as our fundraising like efforts go here, like if they were to help somebody out, they would like help you out.
That makes me so highly uncomfortable. I don't know what I'm.
I understand. I know, but the thing is that it doesn't matter if it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah,
you
no, it is.
Work with it.
Yeah, it becomes a variable in the equation.
Yeah. And the thing is too is that like you also have to use that to direct them where to go, because right now we're not a cohesive team yet. You brought your people, I brought my people. My people are like, I'll do anything for Bash, and your people are like, I'll do anything for Nan. And we've got a couple of people in the middle who've been on both our sides since the beginning. We're like, I love both these people, but like until we get a cohesive team going, you have to be more involved, I think. Because they aren't being active, you know.
Yeah, it's the early. I agree. I'm hoping today to really get myself to be a lot more active in it. It really is kind of hard for me to like. I want to be seen, but I don't want to be seen.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad. Yeah, I know how you literally did. You realize you did this thing to me, right?
Yeah, we both.
You were literally like, oh no, but you should have the reins though, so you're just gonna take them. And I was like, I don't wanna. And you were like, here they are though.
To do it.
I've just given them to you. I've just given them to you now, so you're holding them. So now you have to do something. I still have
people funneling in. Like I have like 300 comments on 2 of my different posts going, okay, let me come in. And I was like, oh yeah, you get a signal, and now I'm like, okay, wait. Who are you?
Yeah.
What are you? Before just trying to like.
Yeah.
And I've cast out this big fishing net that I've been working on like building ever since the end of the Caribbean. Like, okay, how big of fishies can we get? These are the demographics who might all fit into it. And now I feel like we're funneling down to like those who are actually willing to get on here. I've been collecting human energy to funnel it into a project. I'm like, okay, now here it is. And so I've turned it on, and right now I'm standing at the spigot watching the people flow in.
Yeah, you have to be also in the water is the thing.
Yeah, and I'm trying to transition to that now, kind of thing.
It'll take a second, but like, just in general, like, I'm their disciplinarian because the men get out of hand. I'm their like, you know, I'm the one who's like, hey, follow the rules, and I do all of that, but there's nobody there who's telling the people who haven't known me for forever that like I'm doing that also with so much love. You know, these people that they haven't even watched my videos. You know, like they know I'm fun and wacky, but like also like I'm getting tired. Like
Yeah.
I can't do all of it on my own and also do the videos and also do that.
Yes.
So like those are all things we need to figure all that out. Like
So
and-
what I
and-
need to do is go in and make like a post or two, a few reminders, and maybe even an introduction for my people to you. Do
no,
you think that would
no,
help?
you just have to be more active in the group.
Okay.
I mean, you can't even walk around it. You can't do it.
No, I'm not walking. But like, I also want to be like, okay, but do I need to say to them? Sometimes I'm really bad at being so
Oh,
direct with
gotcha.
people because
Oh,
I
oh.
assume that they get what I get, and then they're
Oh
like,
no, they
"What?"
don't.
And so I need to go in there and be very more direct and be like, okay, look, this is how you need to do it. Go check out Bash's videos. Go comment. Go
Yeah,
share.
you have to be
and all
telling
of
them
that.
to do it too because they won't listen to me. They obviously don't listen to me. Like I'm
Well, I
only
don't know. What did they do it after? I did do like 4 different.
they followed the one with you in it. There's 6 people following this one, the kitchenette. At the kitchenette, they follow the one with you in it, but they don't follow the one with just me.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
like I'm telling you.
also we are on day 5.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But like,
We're early in. We're gonna
but
get
I'm
this
telling you,
hammered
that's a
out.
side. Like I was just telling you, that's like a side. Like they also some of the people there
I
are not.
didn't recognize these things, so
I know
appreciate
that's okay. Some of the people there are not there to necessarily share things. They're there to be benefactors, but only like 2 of them have stepped up so far, and that's also like they have to get to know us. They have to trust us. They have to do that, all that. But like I just
I do see that you're getting an amazing community together so far. Like,
oh yeah, oh my god, they're
I've
all
been
like my
watching your conversations.
they're all like
and
the
I'm
little
watching-
babies.
This is
They're all like our
They're
little
like
babies.
sent goats.
Yeah, they're all like our little babies. Like everybody's like little babies to me, and I like not little babies. I mean I like want all of them to have such a good time, and I want all of them to have support, and I want all of them to see and experience like what mutual aid is really like, and like having someone say like outwardly like, wow, y'all are so impressive, like y'all are coming out here to help people when you don't even have your own shit figured out, and like you're
I
all
ain't got time
suffering
to
just
figure out my own
like
shit
you're all
the rest of
suffering
it.
just as much as the people you fundraise for, and that was so touching to me to be seen like that, you know, like because so many fundraisers, that's where we are. That's look at us. We're literally the poor people who just try to fundraise
We're like,
for
we
poor
really
people.
just want food and internet. That's all we're asking for.
Yeah, like we just want food, rent, and internet. Like that's all. And like, I think that like people see. Oh, you're fine. People see all that, and like people see me as like being very direct and like being like very forthright. But they need someone, the person that originally got them in here, to speak and be there so that they feel comfortable to talk, because you're bringing in all the big people. My people, there's like 5 of us, because
I still got, there's like 4 larger people that I want to bring in, larger creators, and I was kind of not pushing it in front of them because they're also very busy with other things too, but
it's
I was
time to
like,
push them.
yeah,
I think.
well, I wanted to see like initially, okay, if I open this valve, how many are going to come through?
Yeah,
And like it's a decent level. It's what I was
it's
hoping
really
for.
it's really high.
And then with these couple other people, Watch My Legs is one of them. Are you familiar with her content?
No,
I will send you some. She's like phenomenal.
Amazing.
Phenomenal. One of those that, yeah, I guess this is, I might talk to you about them later.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're awesome.
We could do
Really
could do
cool.
plugs where we say like creators' names and stuff. I just don't want to say anybody's direct names.
Yeah.
But like it's okay that you're. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that your people are struggling to like.
No, I feel
like-
bad that I've
like-
left you to like swim in the.
I think I just
They know.
realized it though. I just realized it. Like this is not like I have been like I wish Dan would talk more, but also I didn't know why yet, and now I know why. And it's like kind of all hit me this morning.
It's a lot.
Like it kind of all hit me this morning when everybody was like, "We're here and we love Nan," and then I was like, "Oh, I see what it is. I see. It's that everybody came here originally for like a co-creator."
And now I get to sit and figure out why it's so very uncomfortable for me. Like, I'm
It's
like,
probably for the
no,
same reason as me.
no.
Because yeah, like trying to take it off. Yeah, like
I'm disappearing under a rock one day. I hope you all know this.
probably just for the same reason that it feels that way for me, because I've been in like structures, and even when I ran them well, like according to ethics, it still all blew up in my face.
Yeah, look at my last
Because-
one. I almost
yeah,
got it.
look, yeah, look at Michiana feminist wording system. Like I did as much as I made a lot of mistakes there, but I also like created a really good thing, and like I was made a social pariah for it, you know. So like it punished me. It punished me to do the right thing.
I feel like that might be the end result again at a certain point with anything that we do. I'm not entirely sure. I've been trying to find the statistics of good deeds going unpunished, and they aren't very
Well, no,
good.
you always get punished for like
Yeah.
you never get treated well for it, but you have to keep going. You just have to keep
I
going.
don't know, I'm like bracing for the next wave of impacts because I know that there's gonna be some
There's
bullshit,
gotta be, yeah,
some
there is.
crap, and I'm like,
There's
okay,
already been
okay,
bullshit.
okay,
There's
okay.
already been bullshit. The person who tried to be like, you're a Nazi because you have a Ukrainian word on your.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
Anyway.
the guy who said that we're starting a cult, that one got me. We're starting a
We're
cult,
starting a cult.
and obviously
Who said?
there's-
I didn't see that. What's
No,
that?
that was on one of mine, and they were like, "Oh, so you're starting a religious cult?" And I was like, "Sure, whatever."
No, what are you trying to do?
And then they like wanted to know who the white man was behind all this, because he was pretty sure you and I were like honeypotting this little endeavor.
Some honeypot I am. Look at me.
You
I'm-
are amazing.
Oh, shut
You are
up.
wonderful. I
I'm
get
not a
that you don't
honeypot
seem-
though. I'm not a honeypot. I'm not a honeypot.
You are.
I'm not though.
Are.
Stop.
It's not in the same way because it's the ace side of things, but you are like. Is it weird to say like an ace dream come true? Kind of
Maybe.
thing. Like it's a different kind of honeypot, but it's the right demographic. Like
At least you can't scratch your real face.
Yeah.
You will be ripping yourself to shreds.
destroying it.
You do this over here so that you can't get your face. I'm gonna buy that thing for Sammy so that they have another collar that's softer. Oh, I can't because my phone's up there. Because I think that's a necessity for Sammy, and since we
I think
only
that's
have like $10 anyway, it's not like we're really gonna use it on anything special.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just $10 to keep Sammy happier,
It is important.
which I think is important.
Sammy's part of this ecosystem. You gotta keep ecosystems healthy all
And
the way around.
I, if it's just me, I always put the animals first. I always put their needs above mine. But
For me, it's Arthur, then animals, and then me. Like if I had to choose, okay, do I buy Arthur or Sammy? Or do I buy?
yeah, I would think it would be Arthur than animals. So that makes sense.
But yeah, I get it.
But yeah, you have to like start coming in and co-hosting with me because like it makes sense that they don't trust me yet. That's normal. I feel like that they
Yeah.
don't know this guy. They don't know this guy from from Steve.
Who's this guy?
Who is this guy? This guy keeps telling people to throw goats at people, and that is so funny.
You are being adored. Like I know you don't see it. I'm hoping that you will see it eventually. We need to like print.
I don't know. It's fine that I don't see it. It's fine that I don't see it because the longer I go without seeing it, the better. Like, as long as I don't feel like attacked. But like, even if I feel attacked, I'll probably just sit with it. Like sit with like, how did we get here? Like, how did we get to this point? You know, because at some point I am gonna feel attacked, and that's okay. And at some point I am gonna feel like everybody's turning on me, and at some point I am gonna feel those feelings, because that's what happens with long-term like stretch movements. Like the leader just like, or leaders
So
eventually feel
because
like,
that is it.
well, it doesn't keep feeling that way. You have to keep pushing through it. One of the big things that people do is that they give up when they feel at that point, but they have to keep pushing through it. That's never say die. You have to keep pushing through it. You have to keep pushing through it so that you maintain your people, instead of like just because they make you feel not perfect and not adored. Like, being adored is like such a privilege. Like your people shouldn't have to adore you, you know, but like,
I don't
but
worry
like
about
just
adoration. I worry more about
no, yeah, but I mean like just because people feel not adored doesn't mean that your people don't still need you. And just because they reach out and say like, I'm uncomfortable with this, or I've been doing this, or like, I've been doing something wrong, like, okay, I've been doing something wrong, let me sit with that and make a decision about it. And then we keep pushing past that point. Even if I am vilified, we just keep pushing people into the group. Like if we lose numbers, we gain numbers. Like, that's what we have to keep doing. We can't go let every movement go by the wayside. Like,
oh no.
one of the good things about this is that it's largely a digital movement, so it can always be continuing to move forward. Because like, a lot of times I see that like, people who create movements, as soon as they don't feel adored, will just be like, oh well, then what was I doing all this for anyway? And
I sat through a whole summer of not being adored, and didn't put out. I didn't fight it until like it became, I was being hunted.
Yeah.
And everything was, my entire accounts were being taken down. That I was like, okay, this needs to stop, because I don't need to be abused in this present moment. Like,
yeah.
But I think it's good to utilize also the past of our past movements, all of that. Any kind of power we can get from those. I'm still funneling in a lot of what I had gathered from the community caravan, and that actually was a good filter for a lot of bullshit people, a lot of ones who were just willing to try and sabotage things for the fun of sabotage. Now I know who a lot of them are and what their signs are.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about not being adored. In fact, if the right people
I
hate
wasn't
you,
saying
it's
that
great.
you were worried about not being, but I was saying like, a lot of movements go by the wayside because one, their leader actually isn't treated well, and two, their constituents aren't treated well by their leader. And like vice versa, there's not a good relationship between the two. It's constituents is just a word I use because I didn't know what other word to use. But the people leading and the people following don't have a good relationship, which is something that like, I want to make sure we have a good relationship. Like, I actually care about these people, and like, I know you do, but they need to feel it from you too, because they don't know that I care about them, because they don't even know how I care, like what it looks like for me to care. And they need to feel empowered. They need to have someone that they like. It's like walking into a classroom and being the only one. You only know yourself. Like, you're alone. But if you have one other person you know, then you feel empowered to talk more. And you're the other person they know.
Damn it.
Yeah, so sorry, but you have to help. Not help. Like, I wasn't saying that. I'm so sorry. That sounded so wrong.
I'm getting there.
You have to help them,
Thank you for your
I guess,
patience
is what
yesterday
I mean.
while I was gathering, funneling people in.
Well, you
Just
also did a
energy.
ton of content creation yesterday too, didn't you?
Yeah, I got something on every platform.
I have to
Pipeline.
really,
I forgot Pipeline.
I have to really pull back on how much content I create in a single day. I think because I think that's actually messing up my algorithm.
I think it is too. I think your own TikToks are starting to compete with each other.
Yeah. So I think I gotta do 2 people in a day or 3 people in a day or something like that.
That's still a lot.
A lot. Just like 1 video a day.
Like 3 people or 3. I mean, it's a lot on a you're doing really good hard work and you're going above and beyond.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay.
When you get into like 5, 6, that's like, okay, you're starting to compete with yourself. When it gets to like 10, 13, then you're kind of doing more of a different approach to the algorithm. You can just bombard the algorithm with as many videos as possible all day, every day. And it will make some movement because even if people don't like your content, if they see your face multiple times, they will follow because the brain likes to see repetition. But then you're spending a whole lot of energy all the time.
The updates I do where it's just like, hey, it's just me and this like doing this thing. I'm sitting in bed. That doesn't take any energy. But doing the ones that are scripted, those are really hard. Those are really hard to do. They're like really hard. So I think I need to do just like plain normal updates where I'm talking today, where I'm just like in bed talking and just like maybe
make it easier.
Make it easier today. Because like damn, like after I didn't realize how much it exhausts me yesterday. Like on a normal day I can usually bounce back, but like when I have time to just be like totally alone and stuff, but like I said, please don't feel bad about that.
No, I don't. I
okay,
do
good.
it too.
Just
I've been like I'm on the other side up. I'm like, I really want to go sit in the RV for like a couple hours. You know?
Do it if you want to.
Well, and we need to, if we get enough fundraising and stuff, I was thinking like the drain on the energy with the battery was worrisome. If I plug in the whole gosh darn RV.
Oh yeah, you can plug it in here.
But that's going to be a lot more energy than like the little battery thing.
Oh, did you not want to do that?
I want to do that. I worry about the cost of the energy.
Oh, then no, we shouldn't do that. Yeah, we should continue to cohabitate instead. Because
I would like to get enough money up that
I would like to too, but
that would
already
be really cool.
This month's electric bill is gonna be massive.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like $200. So it's gonna be like $800 for our rent this month, which still isn't very bad. Like that's really not very bad. That because that includes electric and water.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's not terrible. But I'm trying to be mindful because like. I'm like, okay, I need to give you more space. I can't go that far space because otherwise.
Or we could just transition and just like transition into it, you know, and like lean in and just like figure out a way to make it work. Because yesterday we did that. Yesterday we made it work.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went into my room and just.
I think we all need our own solo time. Even Arthur likes his own.
Yeah, I think that we just have to transition correctly. I think we just have to figure out how to transition. But we really have to like figure out how to like but like if you want to if you can cover like extra energy costs and stuff like that, then like definitely. But like the way it looks right now is we're not getting any fundraising.
Yeah, no,
like even my fundraiser for like my recovery hasn't gotten any money, and like
I got like the 5 and the 15.
5 and 15, yeah.
I was just like, yay!
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's like I really appreciate people who send 5 and 15
Yes.
bucks are like the people that I know like are sending what they literally
They're
just
like us,
whatever
right?
they can
'Cause
send. Yeah.
We get to 5 and 15, we're like, oh shit, so and so hasn't eaten today. Let's send all of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well, also you and I have to go out and get the pickup from Walmart. Um, but we can wait till Arthur wakes up. Obviously,
I almost want to do like
do a drive.
possibly a drive. I'm thinking about leaning into more of the seize the means way of getting resources.
Like stealing stuff.
Only from places like Walmart.
Just remember, this is a really small
And
town.
I wouldn't,
know
yeah,
you
I
grew
would
up in a
want to
small
do it
town.
like, I'd want to do it in like a town over. You don't,
Well, we can't drive 30 miles away, so you can still.
oh my
30.
god, it is 30 miles.
Yeah, it's 30 miles.
Jesus.
It's like 25, 17, like, depends on who you ask, but it's like 30 miles away in the end. But you could do it at Walmart, and then you could do it over at Farmers. But Farmers has everybody, like, ring up, and they are really, people here, like, the employees really will try to stop you.
Yeah, I know Walmart is like,
And they're checking like receipts all the way through, like
in Farmers?
not at Farmers Market, but because they ring you up themselves. They don't have any self checkout, but at Walmart they check receipts. But like, I don't know, like there's always like, as long as you get a small amount of stuff, they don't check your receipts. But if you get like a large amount, they check your receipts.
Yeah, if you're going out with a full shopping cart.
But
It's
also
overflowing out the
it
sides of
helps.
the TV.
Like the people here are really zealous about that. Like, but we have at least that $28 worth. But like our food supplies are gonna start like dwindling a little bit, because I honestly, the reason, like, I don't know, our like, I've been doing fine without caffeine this morning, which is good, but I
You
really
need Monsters.
I need Monster really bad. It's the thing that keeps me going. It's so strange because it became a literal medication. Like, it became a literal medication because it has like the B12 vitamins, it has like ginseng, it has like all these, but it doesn't give me the anxiety that coffee gives me. Coffee gives me like coffee doesn't actually make you feel like you have more energy. It just blocks the things that make you think, make you feel tired, and then it ups your cortisol levels too, which like I always have to be careful of, because as where I am right now, I'm very sensitive to stress, because like I was the only one creating my own stress for like a year.
Yeah,
not a year. I mean, for like a summertime,
real...
but like,
no, it makes a difference when you get to have your own
and then,
everything to your own home.
I can't do this on the video. But so yeah, I do definitely think that like you should come in and really like help those other people sort of come to the surface, so that they aren't feeling like kind of left out and like, oh well, I'm not wacky, so I don't get to talk. And it kind of is like that, though, you know, like it kind of is.
I'm wacky too. A bit.
Well, yeah, but they know
have,
you. You know, they'll feel like they can talk
extent.
to you.
Yeah. I'll get in there more today, and
I just don't want them to be in there feeling left out and getting all those notifications, and not one of them makes them happy. That makes me sad to think that they're getting all these notifications and none of it even makes them feel good.
For some of mine, it won't be that it doesn't make them happy. It's that it doesn't feel like it's fueling their fire, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Too, because part of the algorithms that I went to fill the net were the revolutionaries, who are like, some of them are I haven't.
Mutual
probably
aid
not-
is the beginning of the revolution.
It is. It is. A lot of this to me also is I'm seeing who's active, who's participating, who's.
Well, then you gotta see. So you gotta
I've
be in the
been
group.
watching. And then
Good.
also I'll read it and then I'll finish up the 5 messages that I'm on and I'll read it and then so like I've been keeping tabs,
Good.
but I haven't been.
There's a lot of really inactive people. There's pretty much only like like 10 really active people. And I mean, if people actually follow the directives that I set out during the day, like
Yeah, who are actually, but those people are like the golden nuggets. That's the cream at the top of it. There's gonna be
cream at the top of it.
at a certain point, if we do like as big as we can do, there could be hundreds of thousands of people who are part of it.
Well, we're gonna
kind of
have to
thing.
get somebody else to watch them because I like literally cannot even handle talking to 10 people at once. I'm literally just like, I
Too
don't know,
much.
y'all are scaring me.
Too much.
Y'all seem real cool, but you scare me because you're all together in one place. Group chats are one thing, but like being in a place where there's like people. I don't know, like
So you don't want to be at the Eat the Rich potluck this summer?
I would go to that, I think.
Meet all of these people? Because right now
I would
we're
love
gathering the people for the invites.
I would love that. I'd love to meet all these weird bitches.
Yeah. What I
That would
want
be
to
so
do,
nice.
I want to rent out the church camp I used to direct because there's like 7 cabins on each side.
In Colorado?
There's like a lake and a mess hall and a recreation hall with a stage and everything. Huge field, rec field, arts and crafts center, like showers, a lodge that has like 8 bedrooms. Like,
It's awesome.
oh, it's excellent. And I would love to fill it with comrades. I'd be like, all right, because I know how to do that. I could be like, okay, you are in G1. All right, with the other family, here you go. Here's your t-shirts.
Here's your t-shirts.
Dinner is at
I want
6.
Never Say Die Club
Remember,
t-shirts
Bucks?
so bad.
I can do
And
this.
stickers. I want
Yes.
stickers too.
Wouldn't you love to see a whole bunch of us all filing in to get our t-shirts and stuff? And then we have talent show night. The last night is like dance night, and it doesn't have to have like drugs and all of that. Like, people can smoke weed in the woods. I'm not gonna but we can just have a lot of fun and get to know each other and
That would be so
our
nice.
families and
I would love that if
talk and
everybody
play.
was there.
Mhm.
That would be so much fun.
Can play capture the flag. Get all of those.
I'll be
little
out
cord
there just
thing
like
craft
smoking
projects.
cigarettes on the porch, like they're over there.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the front steps of the craft hall. I know exactly where. I know the corner that gets the best sun, and you'll just be smoking a cigarette, doing lanyard shit all day. Orphe chasing the little chipmunks that live in the corner of it.
God.
And one day I own it and I turn it into a sustainable community.
Hell yes.
That's like 60 years down the line, but it's
Sammy, what are you doing?
it's 4,000 for the weekend. But if you get like 500 people together, we can come up with that for that space. That's later. I don't announce things, and I don't know how much I should announce.
You
Just
should
like I
announce them frequently so that people keep them on the forefront of their mind. Pretty much every time you think about it, you should be announcing it. Like that's something
Really?
like, yeah. Because they need to be thinking about it as often as you.
Some of it, like I will not put on technology. I'm not gonna say any of that in this household with the camera.
Have you set this up so that it sets... Ah! That was wrong.
It's pretty much you push it and you drag. I don't think it really has settings.
Does it have
Okay.
settings? This is like an old world one.
The 2018
From the
yeah.
old age.
I bought this in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty long ago.
And it's
Okay,
still
so what
working
are
really
our
well.
directives for today? Where's my notebook?
I'm gonna work really hard on being more active in that chat.
Okay.
I'm also messaging with a bunch of different people around. I need
Directives.
to.
So I'm gonna put stuff
do
up
need-
on YouTube. I'm gonna make
Yeah, you
some
need to do
content. I'm gonna make some content throughout the day. Content. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube. And then we haven't really come up with like a real directive for the Never Say Die Club. Like where is the end point? Because there isn't an end point, right? It's just a community. There's not an end point.
No, we
It's just a
continue
community.
doing better.
We continue to be fundraisers. Why am I writing this down, Nan? Why am I doing that?
I don't know.
I know I come across so much as an authoritarian sometimes because I'm very strict on rules, but and I also am so abrupt. Like, you know how I am. Like, I just say stuff. Like, I'm just like, don't do that. And it's not about I'm not mad at you. Like, I'm not mad at you. I'm just like, don't do that. It's boundaries. And everybody's like, oh, are you mad at me? I'm like, no, there was no madness in that. I was not. There was no emotionality. Like, sometimes there is, but
I think you're very used to people being mad about it too, and I'm not. Like, you've had people mad at you because they think you're mad at them.
Yeah.
And I think you're waiting. It's almost like both of us are waiting to see if the other one actually gets mad. I don't actually think you're mad.
Okay.
I don't actually think you're mad, but I think you're waiting to see if I get mad because I think you're mad. And so we're both like.
Okay. And I'm not actually mad. I think we also have like a cohesive, I'm just really glad that you are like open to talking about this stuff too, because like a lot of people you just have to fight through it with, like you have to literally have fights about it and then you discover, but like I want to avoid getting to a point where we ever have to fight about it so that we can just like bring up the things that make us uncomfortable so that we're like, you know, like relating to each other in a way that is outside of anger, you know.
Well, I think it has to be part of the playbook, and we're the lab rats.
Yeah.
It sucks. But part of this is all going to be very uncomfortable, and then we have to figure out how to do it better so we can show other people, okay, you're going to have to meet people and you're going to have to work with them.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be neurodivergent as fuck. You're probably going to have a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
So this is what we found. There's anxiety. This is how you talk about it.
Yeah, this is how you
angles.
kind of like you have to bring up the stuff that makes you uncomfortable like right away, because if you don't, like it really does like I know that like every time I think like, wow, that upset me, but maybe I'm just being, and then I gaslight myself. It always comes up later because it built resentment because I didn't bring it up, and that's my fault if I let that happen. Yeah. But at least if I say something about it, then I put it in the other person's hands to let them decide how to handle it, you know, like, and let them decide how to do it, so that I try to like go forward with like being as gentle as possible. But like I'm so bad at being gentle sometimes because I'm just like, don't do that, and people are like so scared of that, like being, you know, told things like that. And
well,
like,
for a lot of people that meant punishment was coming.
Yeah.
Like, and we got that trained from a very young age.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You heard that once. Don't make them say it again.
Yeah, no,
that's not who you are.
Yeah, that's not my thing. I'm more like, don't do it again, okay? And then, don't do it again, okay? And then, you're doing this a lot. Don't do it again, okay?
There might be some things that might, like...
In the group, though, I'm very like, band-hammery. Like, I'm like...
Nope.
Like...
Don't fuck around.
Don't fuck around. Like, you literally, like...
You gotta have... Unless Nanda says, okay, they're not that bad.
Yeah.
have them, you're gonna be
It-
gone
There's
so
the
quick.
thing is too is that a lot of people, like, you have to be able to recognize, like, this person doesn't know the correct words, but
Yeah.
they are doing the correct work, or this person doesn't know the correct work to do yet, but they are working towards that.
They're trying so hard to
They're
learn.
trying, so you can really tell if people are trying.
Yes. Absolutely.
But I'm really like holding back a lot too, because in groups that I was previously in, I was taught to create groups that would be like, okay, everybody check in. I see that there's only like 6 likes on my YouTube. We have 32 people in this group. You better go like it. But that is also not a community that I want to build. Like, I don't want there to be punitive, like some kind of punitive action because people aren't able to go and like something right away. And that means that the movement is going to have to move slower. But also, I can't create a movement based on punitive action or like making people feel bad for not being able to do something, or for just not being that kind of person to do it, or like I just don't have a YouTube, and they shouldn't have to explain that to me. They shouldn't have to. They don't have to explain that's their life, that's their stuff. I'm gonna continue to ask people to please go to the YouTube, like do that. But like at some point we will have to get rid of people who are just completely inactive. But
Yeah.
like that hasn't happened yet. We've had this group chat for like 3 days.
No,
Not even
like
3
a
days.
day and a half.
Day and a half.
It hasn't even been 48 hours.
Holy
yet.
shit, it feels like so much has happened since then.
Yeah.
But like I want to meet people with like, first of all, it's ableist to be like, you can do it, I did it. That's ableist.
Yeah.
That's so ableist. And second of all, like, what if somebody just doesn't have a YouTube or doesn't use YouTube? What if somebody doesn't have like the ability to go, like, it's like, it's ableist and classist to assume that people have all access to like the internet all the time. And it's also like ableist and classist to assume that people have access to even the group chat all the time, or that people even have access to like the energy to do all these things. Like, I'm not the only thing in their life. I'm not the only thing in their life. So like they have like a whole life outside of this. And like I see so many people cringing and being like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't do it. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, we're not like that here. Like, we don't. And like it makes me so sad because that's the way like I was when I first got out of those groups. And it's like, we don't apologize when we've done nothing wrong. Like please don't be sorry. Please just go and follow it when you can, and do your morning directives. And basically after that, like, the rest is all just planning and help and stuff like that your duty to us is fulfilled once we do our morning directive, which like maybe we should do like a meeting for or something, like our morning directive.
Does Signal allow the video chat thing?
Yeah, to go for everybody. I think so. We should definitely test it out, and we could do like a morning meeting, and I could say, or like afternoon meeting, or like just like a meeting during the day, something like that, where I say like, here's what you want to do today, here's your directives. It also gives us all a chance to socialize, get to know each other better. Like, I think that would be really good.
I want to put in like I need to see if Signal allows like subcategories similar to Discord, if it has to be a whole new chat, because I feel like what is on the main page right now is really good for like gathering the information and how many mutual aids and everything, but we should have one solid one that's like, these are specifically the ones that we are focusing our primary energy on right now. These are the ones that we've selected out of this group where we've collected.
We may have to have like a document or file to do that, but it's not going to be able to open up on everybody's phone. So like, I think today we should test out the Signal meeting. Let's see if we can do that. See if we can do a morning meeting every day. See who shows up. Those are the people we know we can count on. Those are the people probably doing their their morning directives. But I do want to have it won't be able to be at the same time every day. And like that's fine because I'm neurodivergent too, and I don't deserve punitive action for that. Like,
even if it's once a week, sometimes that's better for a group meeting. Like, this is a plan for this coming week, and then then it makes it easier for them to decide when they can share, repost, because they might have like 2 days that next week that they know they can sit down for 4 hours that day and really share, duet, blah blah blah, but they can't do it every day, kind of thing.
Okay, and so maybe we have a once a week meeting, and I just put out a message that is, here is your morning directives.
Yes.
Your morning directive is, here, go follow the YouTube, watch some of the videos, just let them play. I know my voice is annoying. And like,
you have an amazing voice.
Whatever. And then just let him play a couple times, and then that and just if you can help us out with anything like adminning or doing anything like that, we need those people. If you can help out with content, we need those people. We need people scripting content for other people, because like I can't be doing all of that. Like that's one of the big things, is that like when people are asking for like, hey, I gotta do a thing, and I was like, oh, I know how to script stuff, but that was when like I wasn't already working on 10 projects at once.
Yeah.
And now that's really hard for me to say no to that. Like, oh wait, no, I have all these projects that need to go at once. Yeah, but I can't just be volunteering my time now, which is hard. That's like being.
But it's so important not to volunteer time you don't have, and there's only so much time and space for you to physically move and think in a 24-hour period.
Like, that's really frustrating, the 24-hour period thing.
So roles needed. We need more admins.
We need some kind of like playbook of like, what is everybody's like strengths and abilities, and what can they help with, and we need some kind of document for that, like gathering information about everybody's information and what they can offer to the group, sort of. But I don't want it to be so direct that like, and also we need to do like everybody's situation and what they need to fundraise for, like that too, like completely, like, okay, I'm close to homelessness, okay, I don't get food every day, okay, I like, those things, so that we know.
Need an intake person too.
Intake. Yeah, we need to come up with questions for intake. And what are your hopes for joining this group? Like, what are your hopes for like, what do you hope to accomplish by joining this group? What do you see the Never Say Die Club as? Like what do you see all of this as? I don't know. But
I would more like asking them what they would like their role to be.
Yeah, like what role do you feel like you can? Yeah, what role do you feel like you can fill? But also, like, people are gonna need to hear things like, well, what is that role? What do you mean by role? And we're gonna have like examples for them, because a lot of neurodivergent people just go blank when they hear like, what is your role here? Like I just go blank. I'm like, I don't fucking know. What are the ashes?
I can. Hold on 1 sec.
We also have to keep in mind that this is not the only group these people are in. Like, that is like one of the things that like I have to keep in mind, is like, this is not the only action that these people are involved in. Like, a lot of these revolutionary people are involved in a lot of action, which means that like we can't be at the forefront of their like
good
their notifications.
You are all
that's something that I've been in group chats before where people are like, you have to be here. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? I have to be here. Like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
all
have
has
to
to
be.
be
I
very
got my
much
own
on
life
the
to live.
ball
Like,
technique.
even if this is mutual aid and people need help, like, please don't, like, expecting people to do stuff like that is a number one way either to completely run down your revolutionary action into a cult of personality and into a religion more than it is to like actually create like dynamic and real and radical movement, because like these people are also doing other things. We are not their only form of revolutionary action. Like they're doing other things in their own lives, and like they're involved in other projects. Like we are not their only project. And that was something that I had a lot of people do to me, like, well, you need to be here. And I'm like, I'm not gonna read. First of all, your group chat is all just people talking to each other. I don't even know when most of the mutual aid is happening. So like, I'm not gonna sift through all your shit and talking about your kids to just find like the mutual aid. You need to do this better. Like that was like a huge thing. Like if I came across the mutual aid in a lot of group chats, I would be like, okay, let me share this. But then most of the time it was just people talking to each other. And I was like, how do you expect to, how do you even, like, how are you even going to run a place like this? And also expecting people to be there all the time is like not acceptable, you know? Like, go out and, you're supposed to be creating change, so go out and do it. Go out and do it. Go out and create revolutionary change everywhere. But I also think HQ needs to formally shut down it too, and nobody has like formal like orders or whatever from 2 p.m. on. So anything you're doing, you're just donating your time, basically. You're just donating your time, and it's because you're there anyway that you're doing it.
Hours of operation, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah, sure. But like, obviously, it's gonna be different for you and I because we run the place.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to be a little bit more involved, but like because new people need to have rules. But
yeah, that's when people will know that if they're on the signal trying to get a hold of us, if it's after 2, we might not see it.
Yeah.
We might be handling other things in other areas because we still got.
Yeah.
Handling a signal isn't the only thing that we have.
Yeah, we have other stuff going on. Yeah. Is my watch out of battery? It was working fine yesterday. Can I go charge it now? But so do we have directives for today? So content, YouTube. Morning directive for everybody. So I think that would be a good thing to have, is just like, okay, this is your morning directive, everybody. This is what you're gonna do today. And like share these things and do that. And that's enough. And then you're free. You don't owe it. You have no other obligations to us. The rest of the time you can just spend in the JFA. Just hanging out with us.
Different people who accept different amounts of responsibility too will be held to different points of accountability.
Agreed.
If they're like, I'll be an admin and a greeter, and then they never admin or greet, then it's like, well, you don't get to be that anymore.
Yeah, and also like when people are like with their directives, like do what you can. I'll say do what you can from your directive with the energy that you're just like do what you can from your directive with your directive, and spend the rest of the time in the JFA hanging out or planning other actions or doing revolutionary action. But as far as like obligation to the Never Say Die Club, your obligation ends after what you can do of your directive. Like that's the big thing.
I'm probably gonna sit on the computer for a bit and type out role description.